This is what is supposed to be the Current River Bridge. Right now it is underwater. The water levels are at about 32.5 feet, and those are just going to rise. The goal is to start the trail here at the Old Sikeston Railway Station. Down by Sikeston High School, all along Highway 62 and all the way out to Minor. I just want to show you this tree that we found here off of Highway 61 on Moore Drive. As you can see, it's pulled up the ground and even pulled up a lot of the asphalt as well. There was about 6 bullets, the homeowner told me, and thankfully none of those bullets did go into the home and everyone was safe, but there were children inside at the time. And Musgroves was transported from here at the courthouse. He was being transported over here just across the street to the Scott County Jail here. But instead of coming here, he ran off into these woods over here. Miller told me on his way into court he's not guilty. Mr. Miller, do you have anything to say? No comment?
No, ma'am.
Did you do what you're accused of?
No, ma'am.
Did you rape that woman?
No, ma'am.
Nothing to say.
No, ma'am.
I can now give you the unofficial results. I have them here in my hand from the clerk. They say they'll need to do some canvassing, but it looks like Wes Drury is the new sheriff of Scott County. This is 18-year-old Jamie Beth's high school yearbook. She found it today under her neighbor's car. But there's another priceless memento she needs your help to find. The floor is warped and they're pulling up the floorboards. As you can see right now, I'm actually going to step out of the way so you can get a better look at that. This is what the house looks like now, but I want to come around and show you how exactly hot this fire was. This is the front of a car that was sitting right in front of the fire, and you can see the home where all the wood burned, but this is metal, and this car just was ripped through by this fire. Coming up at 5, I'll show you the best way to break into a car to save a pet or a child. This is where they're going to get their keys, and some may say this is the key to their future or maybe the key to their freedom. So you can see students getting those here. Well, it feels a little miserable, but I'm happy that I get to spend the morning with you, Jim and Crystal. Let me just say the winds keep picking up, and it does feel like little icicles on my face. This is Apollo. Oh, hey, how's it going? What's up? And he is my buddy for the morning. He's pretty heavy. I am really feeling this rodeo spirit this morning. Let me show you what I got on. I got these chaps on. They're a little big, but you think I'm ready? Jeff and Kathy, people who spoke to Coker today, said he told them it was all for a reality show, but the only cameras that were rolling today were ours.
It was just almost a surreal experience. It wasn't anything that you'd ever expect to happen or even witness in person.
Lynn Winter didn't expect his Monday to start this way. Neither did Tristan Charles. He saw Charles Coker drive through a field next to his work, headed off Interstate 55 when Coker got stuck in the mud.
We went to go get a chain. He was getting ready to pull him out, and all of a sudden he jumped out of the truck, ran over to Youngblood, started beating on a window, trying to get in the vehicle, and then next thing we know, an RV took off and went up towards the airport.
We were having prayer in my office, and one of the guys hollered and said, "Hey, somebody just stole a motorhome."
Witnesses say the RV came down this street and went up to the front of the gate, smashing through and damaging it like you can see here. And then once he made it through this gate, he went over there and tried to get into a helicopter.
And was yelling something about TV films or TV cameras are rolling, they're doing a reality show or something like that. And he needed to fly out of the airport right away in a helicopter or an airplane. Well, we both declined, and about that time 2 other people showed up.
The men say Coker then jumped into Winter's SUV but couldn't get it to start when Russell caught up with him and trapped him in the vehicle.
The guy's saying, let me out, I'm not going to hurt you. And I'm like, yeah, you're not going to hurt me. You're not going to hurt anybody else at this point in time. So I opened the door and let him out, took him down to the ground, pinned him.
This is the fence that Coker allegedly drove through earlier today. They've put it up as almost a barricade because it's not usable. I spoke with the manager of the regional airport. He told me it's going to cost at least $50,000 to fix it. Live Local Now, Sheree Honeycutt, Heartland News.
They said that they had to come and get my mom.
Tanya Diaz misses her mother.
He came with paperwork and said that she's going to be taken.
Last November, Diaz says her mother, Lorena Esquivel Santos, was detained by immigration officials.
She grew up here. She's been here all her life.
However, her daughter says she came here illegally at the age of 3. Santos's family says she did have a conviction nearly 10 years ago related to drugs, and court documents show she's passed a couple of bad checks. Immigration lawyer Javad Khazali says even if Santos didn't commit a crime recently, ICE can detain you for just being here illegally.
You've got people who care about you and who depend on you. That isn't as relevant anymore. It's just if you have status or not, you have to go.
Khazali says it's important to always ask for an immigration lawyer.
Even if that immigration attorney is in St. Louis or Kansas City, to work with that immigration attorney to make sure that a fair and judicious outcome happens.
Now Diaz is left to take care of her 2 younger sisters at 20 years old.
I miss her. My little sister, she cries for her mom.
If we could roll back time, especially for people in communities that are rural communities, we need to make sure that anybody who is an immigrant who has a law enforcement interaction needs to have their criminal defense attorney contact an immigration attorney.
If you could say something to your mom right now, what would you say to her?
I love her, and I miss her. I want to see her come back home.
In Parma, Sheree Honeycutt, Heartland News.
Today, the Gregorys are celebrating Christmas at home. They say it's a gift from a family they can never repay, but want them to know how much it means to them.
Hi. 9 months later, and it's a warm hello from Liam Gregory. You'd never know he fought for his life to be here today.
You don't understand how far this is from sitting in a hospital bed for 6 months, just sitting still and crying a lot and being emotional and being drugged up. And now he's, Liam's he takes 3 medications in the morning. That's it.
His face leaner, his body stronger, his heart beating.
Liam has not once had any rejection, no signs of rejection.
Liam is walking.
I teared up watching him just walk to our neighbor's house because I couldn't believe that he could do that. He just all of a sudden was like, watch me, Mom, I can do this.
He's talking.
Liam, are you Superman?
Yes.
And even learning sign language.
Can you show her the sign for more? Good job.
His hurdles are still small, but his parents say they're accomplishments.
He's got the mindset of about a 1.5-year-old. So he's not up to a 3-year-old's status just yet. But to me, I feel like he's even better than he was before he got the transplant.
Jessica says his new heart was made to beat inside 2 bodies, Liam's and his donors.
The destiny, I guess, is the word I'm looking for, because it's perfect. There's no problems. It doesn't beat too fast, too slow. It's not too big or too small. Everything about it so far has been perfect.
And not only did it give Liam life, but love, too.
I hope that they can see their child in Liam. He will take his arms and just wrap around my neck and squeeze as hard as he can. And before, he wouldn't give anybody a kiss hardly. He just wants to hold me, and it's him holding me, not me holding him. He will just wrap his arms around my whole body and just keep kissing me over and over again.
A gift the Gregorys want to say thank you for.
There's a lot of things that we wanted to say, but it seemed like every time we got pencil and paper out, it's just like, oh, what do we do?
For months, they worked on a letter to their donor family. All they know is that a toddler in the Minneapolis area lost their life, and because of that, their son could live.
I know someone lost their child on Christmas, and they got the worst news on Christmas Eve when I got the best news on Christmas Eve. I feel like they can at least know I saved at least one little boy's life.
I have played over and over in my mind what I'd want to say to you, should the day ever come that I was able to communicate. Because of your decision to donate your loved one's organs, our Liam is a happy, healthy, active, lovable, always smiling and blowing kisses 3-year-old little boy. Please always know that every time we look at Liam as he is playing and laughing with his brothers, and as he successfully overcomes each milestone in his life, we also see the love and compassion for life given from your loved one.
A life that his father says is now limitless.
To the moon, I mean, he's gonna do whatever he wants.
Because of Liam's superhero, he can live up to his nickname for years to come.
He showed us 10 times that he is Superman. Just any challenge that they've told us, you know, that he wouldn't be able to walk or he wouldn't be able to do this, he's done it. And usually a lot faster than they said he would. And so he's Superman. He's always going to be.
The Gregory's plan to give the letter to the transplant organization after the holiday season. If you'd like to hear the Gregory's full letter, head over to my Facebook page where you can share their story and wish Liam a Merry Christmas. Live, local, late breaking, Sheree Honeycutt, Heartland News.